Bells Beach is one of my favorite stops on tour. The wave is just really suited to my style of surfing. It's a big open face where I can do big carves and use my power. I found the most success on the World Tour stage at Bells Beach. My first year I went there, I made the semi, and I was really looking to get a big result there and solidify my spot in the halfway cut. Dialing in. When we got there, the waves were really small every single day. It was like barely over a foot big. The waves definitely were not what you would want showing up to an event. You're trying to practice, you're trying to try boards, figure out what you want to do. You know, the event window opens up and you know, the next day that there's waves, they're probably going to run the contest. So, you know, show up on game day when they call the comp on and be ready for anything. Competing at Bells is really iconic. I mean, you're able to walk down those stairs with all the winners on it, and it feels like a stadium. You know, nowhere else on tour feels like that. I love that part, you know, the build up and get too excited to surf the heat and get too excited to just perform.
Famous layback power hack and able to comp it up with a float.
Yeah, just whoa, super weight on that final hit. Somehow just managed to muscle his way out of that.
Zeke looking real patient, waiting for the wall to grow. Now the line off the bottom, big power hook, throwing some water to the sky. Laying it down again with a frontside wrap. Takoro's looking fantastic under his feet. Zeke looks connected. Looks like he's in his favorite second home on tour here at Bells. Big power hack off the top of that wave. Wraps it on the open face. Nice clean cutty again. He's got some speed to burn and jams the end section.
The waves were pretty difficult. It was really onshore and kind of messy and just a lot of waves breaking all over the place, so it was kind of hard to pick the right one. But I got a few fun rides and I was able to open up and get some, you know, mid-range scores, and that was good enough to get me into the next round, and you know, I felt good about it. So every morning I was on a pretty good routine of just getting up really early and, you know, being one of the first ones out and just getting a couple waves. And I like doing that on comp days just to feel awake and, you know, get a couple waves. You know, it's hard to wait around all day and just, you know, surf your heat. I like to get up early, get a couple waves, and kind of puts my whole mind at ease and makes me feel better. But one morning I woke up and was surfing early. I probably caught about 3 waves, and it was actually still dark. But I fell on a wave doing a layback, and somehow the board popped up, and the fin caught me right in the chin, which is crazy because I got hit in the face by the board just a couple months ago, and I thought that was a one-off thing. So the fact that it happened again was just ridiculous and upsetting and a little frustrating, just coming into one of the most important rounds of the contest, which is the round of 32. And it was just a little harder to take than I thought, and I just felt like a lot was against me at that point, and I just I didn't like it, and I just wanted to be as healthy and as fit as possible for that round of 32 because I knew it was a big round. But that's competing, that's how it goes when you're surfing contests. Things happen, you got to be able to adapt and overcome it and be able to perform no matter what. So luckily they called the contest off after I hit my face, and I had a day to recover, and I got a couple stitches in my chin, so I was able to sleep on it, get my mind right and be ready to compete the next day. And I opted not to warm up that morning and just rest and let my body heal. And I went down there early and just watched the waves for a while and just tried to get in my zone and get excited about competing and not worry about the cut or anything that's happening. And this day the waves were absolutely firing. I mean, it's most ideal bells you can ask for. It's probably like 4 to 6 foot offshore and big open faces, and I was really excited to go out there and compete. And my round of 32 heat was against Connor O'Leary, which I've had a lot of heats against Connor, and Connor's a really good surfer. He has a strong backhand, and I knew I really needed to be on the right waves and just performing my best. And running down there, I knew that, and I was excited, and I was just trying to focus on how good the waves were and try and have some fun with it.
Heat number 6, Connor O'Leary taking on Zeke Lau at this prestigious event. Big fans of spray on the backhand of Connor O'Leary. Now setting up what will be his first turn of the heat. Big snap to slide for the Hawaiian. Holds that bottom turn well. Forces the wrap. Now he's got to finish. Hits it hard off the lip, controls it. Connor's opener came in at a 5.33. Great answer from Zeke Lau. As we look at action from Zeke Lau. Mid-face bottom turn, that highline wrap, now drop it to the bottom. Lau drills it shut, stays on his feet, looking to better a 3.33.
Under prio, I kind of knew I could kind of roam and get a few waves before the next set came, and because you can catch the ski, you can get back out pretty quick. And I was actually timing the set, so I knew how much time it was going to take for each set to come. And right when I was jumped off the ski, the wave was right there, and I was actually able to catch the wave under Connor's priority because he was too far inside. And it actually ended up being the best score for me in that heat.
Zeke Lau will lock in. Stretching out the carve real quick. On pace already. To throw down some big carves, controlling that speed. Looks like this thing is going to connect without a problem. Zeke, frontside wrap. Board chattering off the bottom. Lay back re-entry.
Connor was too far on the inside, had a duck dive it.
Jams it and finishes. Feeling it there. Zeke Lau kicks out of the biggest wave he's ridden in the heat.
1 minute to go, another set came. I had priority, and I opted to let him go on the first wave of the set.
Connor under priority needs a 6.34, bounce it straight up. Arcs it in the pocket. So far, so good for O'Leary, completing his third turn. Into the flats now, he'll just check to see where Zeke is. Zeke opens up with a big frontside hook. Seamless in transition. Controls the down carve slide. Connor didn't have anything left on the inside. So you saw everything there. There's the layback blowtail for Zeke. He's incomplete on his finish.
The second wave of that set was better. I was able to get some solid turns off out the back. and bring it all the way to the inside. But then I kind of had a little slip up and I fell on the last turn of this wave. To be honest, I thought it was kind of game over because I felt like my wave was just the wave to be on to get the score that he needed. And I was kind of just waiting to hear the score, but it was taking a really long time.
All these kids are going to be following for a while. Zeke just wants to know if he'll be in the next round, and when these heats take this long to wrap up, you know it's a very close decision, Bugs. Judges are looking at replays. No signs of a score coming yet. Next heat is going to be on hold until they work this one out. Numbers are starting to lock in for Connor O'Leary, chasing a 6.34. Number comes in, it's a 6.53. He gets it.
So the score comes out, Connor gets it. He's celebrating, obviously, and you know, I'm really bummed in this moment. You know, I feel like I tried my hardest and I went through so much to just get to this point, and you know, it was a tough one to swallow, but you know, that's the game of professional surfing. The judges make the calls and we just go out there and surf the best we can and you know, hope for the best. And you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but in this game you're gonna lose a lot more than you win.